Once upon a time, there lived a king who had 12 daughters, that is, 12 princesses. Each one of them was more beautiful than the other. All of them were young now, and the king had a plan for them to get married. But soon he came to know about the fact that all the 12 princesses danced all the night. Nobody in the castle knew where they would go. The king was worried. He used to lock the door of their chamber so as to avoid them from going out. But all his attempts were in vain, as he found the holes in the princess's shoes. He got worried and made announcements. The king said, "Any person who will discover the secret about the princess's dance shall be given a choice to marry any of the princesses and will be the king after my death. But if the first son fails to do so in 3 nights, his life will be forfeited." Later on, many people came forward for the same cause, but all of them failed to discover the secrets. All of them were killed by the king. The king was not happy to kill them, and he was sad for he could not get the answering about the princess's dancing secrets. But one day there was a soldier in the kingdom who had to leave the army because of injury. Now, as he had nothing to do in life, he decided to go to the king's city. On his way to the capital, he helped an old lady. She thanked him and asked, "Where are you going?" And the soldier said, "I don't know. I was thinking to go to the king's city." "Oh, for the princesses." "What is it related to the princesses?" "Don't you know about the king announcements?" "Oh, I have heard about it, but I think if I go after that cause, I will lose my life, just like many others who made an attempt." "You must not drink the wine offered to you before going to bed, and pretend to be asleep." Saying this, the old lady offered him a cloak. "You will be invisible when you put this on. It will help you to follow those 12 princesses." The soldier thanked the old lady and left for the king's castle. The king welcomed him too. The soldier was treated just like the other candidates. Later in the evening, he was allowed to the room adjacent to the princess's chamber. After some time, the eldest princess entered the soldier's room. The soldier said, "Hello, princess." And the eldest princess said, "Hello, I have brought some wine for you. Please sip this as a welcome drink for all of us." The soldier was aware about it. He drank all the wine, but didn't gulp it, as he had kept a sponge under his tongue. As the princess left his room, he took out the sponge and pretended to be falling asleep. All the princesses were happy to see him sleeping. They all got dressed up to go out. As all of them were ready, the eldest princess tapped her bed. It immediately sank into the earth. The 12 princesses, one after the other, went down the avenue. The soldier was watching it. He wore the cloak and followed them. He was going down with the youngest princess. Halfway down the step, the youngest princess felt scared. The youngest princess said, "I think someone is walking with me." The eldest princess said, "Sometimes it feels like when you are walking through the dark. Come along." The soldier was smiled and walked with the princesses. The princesses went to a beautiful garden where all the petals on the trees were silver. The soldier plucked one of them as a fruit. As he did so, there was a cracking sound. The youngest princess got scared again and said, Did you hear that sound? The eldest princess said. Yes, it was campfire of joy because we have got rid of one more man. They went ahead to enter a garden with golden leaves on every tree. The soldier plucked a leaf again. There was a cracking sound. The eldest princess asked the youngest one to ignore. Moving on, the princesses enter an avenue full of diamonds. The soldier picked up diamonds. This time too, the youngest princess heard a cracking noise and got scared, while 12 princesses were waiting for them with their 12 boots. Each princess sat along with each one of the prince, the soldier up to accompany the youngest princess. The 12 boats raced at the other side of the lake where there was a beautiful splendid castle. The 12 fairies entered the castle, and so did the invisible soldiers. They entered the hall, the music began. The 12 princesses danced with those princes with vigor. They danced till 3 o'clock, till their shoes bore holes. They decided to return. The 12 princesses rowed them back to the other side of the lake. This time, the soldiers sat with the eldest princess. They were about to return to their chamber. The soldier ran ahead and lay down on his bed. This happened every night. The soldier followed them, collected the evidence with him, and returned to his bed before them. On the concluding day, when the king called the soldier, "My lord, all the 12 princesses go beneath their chamber. There is a castle under your kingdom." And he explained the complete story. The king asked, "Is it true?" The soldier said, "Here are the proofs, my lord." And he presented the silver and golden leaves and the diamonds he had picked. The king was happy to know the fact. He felicitated the soldier. The king asked, "With which of my daughter would you like to marry?" And the soldier said, "I am no more a young guy, so I will marry your eldest daughter." The king ordered his men to arrange the necessary things for the wedding, and the ceremony took place on the same day. They all lived happily ever after.